Hey guys, welcome to a very special chat here on the channel. We have got one of the fan favorites here on the channel, and also a gentleman who's going to be departing the Carlton Football Club. So it's important that we farewell him in the right way. I'm here with Corey Durdin. Hello, mate.
Hey Jerry, how you going, mate? How are
I'm good. I'm upset. I'm not going to lie. It's you get attached to people, and I've had the pleasure of meeting you pretty much since you were drafted and sponsoring you. So I'm feeling the emotions as a supporter, but obviously at the same time, this is the nature of footy, and just want to unpack things with you, and wish you all the best.
Yeah, no, thank you. I do appreciate that. It's I have said a few times now where it's a little bit bittersweet because you know that there's so many great people at the Carlton Footy Club. So you're one of them, and I'm just really grateful for you as well.
Yeah, man. I am mindful of you repeating yourself, but I'm going to get you to repeat one more time. Can you run us through, like, behind the scenes? What do the fans not know about what happens behind closed doors when it comes to your deal happening? Like, what was the process?
Yeah, it kind of I don't know, because it was all happened really quickly. It was probably when I got home back to Adelaide, I kind of was just reflecting, and just, I guess, thinking about where I'm at and where I'm going, and what looks best for my future, I guess. And there's decisions that I had to sort of make around getting married and being back home with my family, and trying to, I guess, set up where I think I'm going to be best long term. So, you know, it's hard as a player. You're constantly making decisions and having thoughts around that. And I guess ultimately I came to the decision that it's probably best for me to move home, be back with my family. So I asked my manager to see if there's any interest, and Port came with an opportunity to meet. So I met with them, not really expecting anything. They were pretty open about the fact that it was probably not going to happen. So they said they were interested, but they just didn't think that they had the capital to, I guess, make it happen. So I was preparing to be a Carlton player next year. I was ready to, attack the season with the boys, and I guess it all changed last week when my manager said it has a heartbeat. When Ben Ainsworth showed some interest in Carlton. So ultimately, the next day I was finishing a gym session. Manager called me and said it's happening. So now at Port, and it's exciting for me. It's an opportunity for me to, I guess, go after my career and get back home. And it's a bit sad because, like I said before, I'm missing so many good people, and I guess where the club's going, like, it's tough to make that decision. It's never easy. But I just had to do what's best for me. So the relationships between Nick Austin, Vossi, and all the boys are really good. I really enjoyed my time at Carlton. Very grateful for it. And it's going to be sad to let go, but I'm excited by the future and what that holds for me.
Yeah. When you look back at your time with the Blues, obviously drafted in 2020, not just the games, but the journey more so, what moment or lesson along the way do you think has shaped you thus far in your career?
There's a fair few, to be honest, mate. Like the times through injuries for myself, like shoulder reconstructions, a knee injury. I didn't really get as much out of my time at the club as what I would have liked, because those things probably became barriers to, set myself up for a good year. I just kept showing up though, and I guess just trying to give whatever I could to the club. And there were some great moments as well. Like, I think I went on radio or in the interview the other day, talking about, Vossi's first game, and it was my third game. We hadn't beaten Richmond in opening round for however long, and Doc coming back from his cancer bout, it he kicks that goal, and those sort of moments are special. Even in Doc's last game, like little things, like probably goes unnoticed, but Doc's last goal, like I had the assist for that, and it's like little things like that people might not see on the outside. As a player, you really cherish, and you get to share those moments. It's always the moments, I guess, where other people are involved, your teammates, that are the ones that stand out. The challenging times for me as a person, I guess, was there was a time there, like the last round against Collingwood, 22, the heartbreak, like that hurt a lot, knowing that I had a clear mistake in that game late, and it probably, well, I don't know. Yeah, you sit there and blame yourself as a player, but there's so many things that happened in that game that could have been different. So I don't think people realise that as a player, like those things hurt a lot. And I remember after that game just not wanting to leave the house. Like I felt so just terrible. And then I guess you have to overcome that, and you come back and train pre-season. There's not really any time to I guess dwell on those sort of things. You got to look forward and get moving forward. But as a person, that really that experience shaped me a lot. It taught me a lot of resilience and taught me that I had to really block out a lot of noise, I guess. So that was another moment. But yeah, I think that every player sort of goes through those things, and I guess the time was more positive at Carlton than the bad things, so I won't worry too much about it. But
Yeah.
I guess it was just a really positive time at the club. So many good friendships and nights with the boys where we get the win and share a beer together. It was those are the sort of things that you look back on and really cherish.
Yeah, I really appreciate you opening up there about that, because I mean, one thing, I learn and I continue to learn, in this journey of creating content, fan made content about the club is, I mean, you human beings, like I've met you, I've gotten to know you as the human being, and oftentimes you watch the Blues play and there's Corey Durdin, the footballer, and that's often time all people will focus on. And there is that human element. And so I try as best I can to continue to learn how to balance that football conversation and keeping it on football and not letting the emotions spill over. What do you observe about, fandom? And, the passion can sometimes, it can be the best part about
Yeah,
footy, and it can be a challenge as well. Like, what's the right balance? Is there a right
yeah.
balance?
I mean, such a tough one because the balance is so hard to get right. Like, and Carlton fans are amazing. Like, they're so passionate and such a strength of the club. But sometimes I feel like it can also be somewhat impacting on the group sometimes. And I guess the pressure that gets put on the club, not just from like fans, but media as well, AFL media. I mean, because it's such a big club, it draws so much attention. So, as Carlton, they just got to be really good at blocking out the noise, because I know that there's a lot of pressure that comes sometimes in football, and I think the boys are pretty good at it. But it can be troubling as a player sometimes. But you guys are ultimately way more passionate than you are negative about things. So when we're going well, it's great. But obviously, when it's not going that well, it's it can be tricky.
Yeah. I mean, look, this year was challenging for the club. Players have already left. Players who most have seen as part of the core group and the fabric of the joint. So, I guess in your experience, I mean, you come into the league. This is your dream, and I mean, it still is your dream. Is there a point when you start your career where you have to start thinking about it more? Like you said, from a personal point of view, your family impact, the business side of the game. I find there's something in there that I need to understand a little bit better, because at the end
Yeah,
of the day, you're the one playing and it's your
yeah,
life. So you've got to make the best decision for you.
yeah. I think that you come in day one and your dreams finally become real, but you quickly realise that it's a lot harder to be there's a lot harder things about being an AFL player than people realise. It's
Mm.
a very taxing gig. There's a lot of pressure on you to represent not only yourself, the club, and your family. And it's ultimately, if you don't perform, you don't play, and you risk losing your dream. So that comes with a lot of pressure, and I can see why mental health is probably becoming more important in I guess players. So there's probably a topic there to be had, but I think I guess just from the perspective of a player, like when I guess you have a family, and I don't have kids now, but I imagine when you do have kids, that reality sets in where you're like, I got to start providing here. And it's probably all good when you're a star, but when you're a role player, um, there's probably a lot more to think about in terms of like, how do you keep your spot in the team? How do you perform to your best, to make sure that this lasts as long as it can?
Hmm. Leaving a club, it's it's not just about changing a jumper. It's a bit about identity. What do you hope to be remembered for from the Carlton version of you, and what do you hope to take with you to Port Adelaide?
Yeah, that's a good question. For me, as a Carlton player, I just want to be remembered as a guy that had a crack and did all the little things that might not have gone noticed, but always just wanted to do the team thing for the boys. So I sort of pride myself on that, and I want to take that element of my identity, I guess, to Port, but I also want to make more of an impact there, and I guess not only be a role player, but also show that I can perform well consistently. So that's the main thing I want to be remembered for. And going forward, I just want to get to work. Really, I'm not expecting anything. I'm not coming in with a sense of entitlement or anything. I just want to get to work and earn everything that I achieve.
Mate, mum and dad must be wrapped. I mean, everyone at home must be wrapped that you're coming home. What's the vibe like with the Durdin family?
Yeah, no, they're stoked. They're absolutely wrapped for me to be back closer to home. It's great now. I sort of, Tyson, my little brother, he's 18 now, and he's about to finish a plumbing apprenticeship. So he's he's sort of getting to that age where life starts getting a bit real for him. And as an older brother, I kind of want to be there a bit more for him, and be able to, I guess, guide him. Same with my sister. She's getting to an age now where life also becomes a bit more real for her, and she has to be a bit more independent. So right now, I just want to be there for them and have a bit more of a influence and impact on their lives, especially with Cheyenne. She's really attacking life at the moment with her singing and doing some cycling and I guess blind soccer as well. So yeah, they're doing amazing things. I'm really proud of them. But I'm just rapt to be able to get back and have a bit more of an influence with their lives.
Yeah. I would only assume, based off what I've heard, is that you'll be staying away from wedding planning. You're not needed so much. You'll just show up and look pretty.
Yeah, I'll basically just tell me when and where. I'll be there. It's Alexa's been awesome. She's done an amazing job at planning, and we've also had a wedding planner who's helped us. So I'm really proud of her, and she's been able to, I guess, allow me to focus on footy and make a ultimately pretty important decision. So I'm just, I mean, I don't think people realize that the partners make a lot of sacrifice to be able to allow us to do what we do. So I probably don't show it enough, but I'm really grateful for her.
Yeah, that's a really important point. All right, a couple more. Random one. If the UFC does the event at the White House, who do you want to see as the main event?
Geez, this is a good question. Really good question. I think I'd love to see John Jones, Alex Pereira, if that was possible. I know that Tom Aspinall's probably next in line, but I think that would just be a really big money fight, and everyone would watch. And if not them, Conor McGregor probably has to return and fight. I don't know who, maybe Taporia.
Okay.
I think
Wait,
that would
who
be.
wins? Who wins out of Jones and Aspinall?
Yeah, great question. Geez, I think John Jones wins it, but like Tom Aspinall is capable. Like, I'm not going to rule him out. I think that John Jones is just too good, but I don't think it'll happen because I don't know. I think Jones just isn't interested really, unless it's for the right price.
Yeah, mate. Finish up with this one. I really appreciate you, firstly, just allowing us to, farewell you properly. I've been a massive supporter of you, like as a human being, just to see you grow. I said to you the other day, something happened this year, just the way you spoke, the things you were picking up on in conversation. I really saw a different level of your maturity. But do you have any message to the supporters who have been with you since day one?
Yeah, I just want to take the moment to thank them. Like, they've been awesome for me, and even through this whole process, I guess the support that the Carlton fans have still shown me, even though I won't be there next year. It's been really humbling, and yeah, I think that you guys are the strength of the club. You guys are so passionate, and um, don't underestimate the influence you can have on the group, because when you guys are backing us fully in, we play a lot better. There's no doubt about that. So, yeah, I think that, yeah, going forward, you guys just keep being passionate, keep making those players feel welcomed and thanked. Yeah, I think just keep backing them in, because the club they'll be all right. I know it wasn't the year that fans wanted. We were expecting a lot better. But yeah, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, mate, on behalf of the Carlton people in this community, just want to say thank you. Hope you feel the love. I know it can be challenging at times, but I hope you know that for the most part you were loved and supported. And we just want to wish you all the best, good health, no more injuries, and always welcome here on the Blue Broad YouTube channel.
Thanks, Terry. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much.